Hello, and welcome back to the Basement Podcast. That is Triple H, and I'm Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid.
Naturally.
And we are recording from the most janky podcast setup there ever was.
We are setting the bar
ever is, and there
ever
will be.
Yeah, thank you, Bret Hart. This is about as low of a bar as you could set. Just to give a little insight here, the camera is propped up on a rickety ladder right now, hoping that thing doesn't fall over.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's stable.
So, well-ish.
And it's
Yeah.
appropriate that we're the ones doing this setup and creating that lowest bar, because lowest bar works on our staff.
Yes,
Shout out
she
Lois.
does.
Shout out Lois. You'd be proud.
Lois did the design of the set today, is what she did. Yeah.
She did. We didn't flip it. We could have had like a little bit of a nicer
backdrop of like hanging flowers that Mom has all set up here, and Adam's like, "No, let's go in front of the broken down fence."
I like the discolored fence. Yeah. It really lends its little character. We are
rotting wood in the background.
We are
setting the ambiance.
Yeah, we're broadcasting from our home away from home.
Yeah, you're gonna have to walk through the steps on that one.
Did I get enough?
I don't know.
All right. My mama lives in her now fourth house since I was born. She's lived in a number of houses before that, but this is the fourth house that I know of that she's lived in. Fourth?
Third.
So I did too many homes.
Yeah, probably one too many, but
home away from home. Well, we're in Portage, Michigan, where we grew up.
Yep.
We're about 10 minutes away from the house that we grew up in, which we're going to refer to in this podcast as the Trotwood House, and where the name The Basement comes from. And we could probably
what we should do is just go over there, knock on the door, and be like, "Hey, no explanation of who we are. Can we do a podcast in your basement?" Don't even give any context or setup. Like, "Hey, we used to live here. We were raised in this house. We now have a podcast. Can we do an original location, on-site location podcast?"
Yeah.
No, just walk up, be like, "Hey, can we do a podcast in your,
your basement?" And then just friends will come. It's gonna be a parade of friends coming to these now random people's house, which is our house. Yeah. I'm really curious as to what the basement actually looks like now.
It's decrepit.
You've been there?
I have not.
You know.
But no, driving through the neighborhood now is a little disheartening. I mean, again, I think a lot of people have, if you had a decent childhood like we did, you just think, "Oh man, our house was awesome. Our neighborhood was beautiful.
Our house was awesome."
And then it's like you go back and you're like, "Ugh. Oh, this is like Baltimore. This is not what I remember." You have like a rosy retrospective thing going on. Well, I definitely have that. Driving through now, you're just like, "Oh, we got to go. Like, we got to just, you speed up through the neighborhood to get out of it as soon as possible."
Yeah, nobody mows their lawn anymore.
Yeah,
the houses are somewhat falling apart.
I think it's became one of those neighborhoods where it's like there's cars out in the front in the lawn. Just like,
it's turned into Hartford. All right.
Whoa.
Well, now, but it does make me wonder, like, was our neighborhood always like that? Or are we just,
I mean, yeah, I wonder that as well. It's like, as a kid, you just think, like, this is the first time you're experiencing the universe and anything, so everything is awesome.
Yeah.
You know, like, our neighborhood had a pool in it, a neighborhood pool with tennis court. We never played tennis, but tennis courts right next to it. Beautiful streets. We played street hockey on it all the time. Rode bikes around. We lived, fortunately, on one that had like almost like a circular block.
Yeah.
That we could play cops and robbers on our bikes on. Like, it was just a great neighborhood.
Speaking of cops and robbers.
Yeah.
Well, no. Bringing back and questioning whether your neighborhood was as good as you thought it was as a kid.
Yeah.
You kind of remember only the good things. I did remember there was one day where there was like cops
and a robber.
And we had like a little forest preserve. It wasn't even a forest preserve.
No.
It was like
where they do like water cleaning. I don't. There's some sort of like water system thing down there.
There was, but it looked nice because they covered it with a bunch of trees.
Yeah.
But there was a fence around it, so there was clearly something going on. Maybe, but there were cops one day around, and there was a robber, and I'm just now thinking back to that day specifically and about that guy who was clearly running from the cops and wondering.
He was a jailbird. Yeah, he broke out of jail.
Maybe that was the norm for our neighborhood.
We have successfully blocked out the drive-by shootings, and all we think about is we had a great time playing street hockey.
Well, now it also brings up the question of like Amberley had during our childhood, thankfully for the majority of our childhood, it had the greatest jungle gym.
Oh, it was incredible.
It had the greatest
playground ever.
Playground ever in the history. And now I'm wondering, like,
none of it was safe. I mean, another story here. None of it was safe. Is a lot of like rickety wood structures, which there's no wood and big wood structures.
Big
as
well.
wood
structures.
There was a pirate ship.
Yeah.
That was kind of in like the back left corner from the school's perspective. And I remember they have like on this pirate ship thing, there were like tires. There were like big monster truck tires stacked on top of each other. It was like 2 levels high of monster truck tires.
Yeah.
And there were rope swings from extremely dangerous.
Yeah.
Taking these rope swings from there because I fell off and busted my skull open one time, had to go get stitches from that. But I mean, that's just the norm of just like, this thing was, they had a rocket ship as well. The rocket ship was probably, I would say, 100 foot tall. I mean, from a little kid's perspective, that's what it seemed like, because you were climbing for days, and then you could see for miles at the top of that thing. I mean, it was huge. Like, this is an amazing playground.
Amberley's playground was the greatest playground to ever be in Portage, Michigan.
Yeah, maybe let's widen the net to say Kalamazoo County.
It was
best playground in all of Kalamazoo County.
It was really incredible. It was amazing that none of us seriously hurt ourselves. I mean, the stitches were probably the worst we got. But
because that thing was a death trap.
Me being the youngest, I should have probably died, considering all the things we were doing in the playground too, of just like chasing each other and fighting each other.
This was and this wasn't like the modern like let's bubble wrap absolutely everything that children are playing with. Like now they have like the rubberized rocks.
Yeah.
That entire thing was just rocks.
Yeah.
So if you fell, you were just falling into a rock. Yeah. But
so much for progress.
So,
Who needs it?
Give kids their childhood back.
Look we turned out pretty good.
100-foot rockets they can climb up. Pirate ships with monster trucks and tire swings. Like, oh man, it was great.
We turned out all right. We're podcasting from the back of my mom's house. All right.
Wait, I want to stay on that for just one more second. Is they had 2 baseball fields there as well. Because I remember practicing for Little League at Amberley sometimes. Yeah. And so a lot of space. And I remember Dad would go and practice golfing there.
Really?
Can you go to a public school and just start swinging? I wonder. Can anybody use it?
I know what we're doing tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to go try.
No, just I think about Amberley and think about like, well, what were teenagers in our neighborhood doing in the woods now, or in the Amberley playground?
I mean, when we were kids, we were way too innocent and
I don't want to know.
You're
right. I don't want to know. I don't want to know all the bad things that happened in our neighborhood.
Our neighborhood,
good memories of our neighborhood.
It was like 1950s suburban Americana in our neighborhood. At least that's how I remember it. It was just pristine. Yeah. It was Pleasantville is what it was. And now again, you go through and it's, oh no, this is Detroit.
Yeah, it's pretty not great there now. But if we're in a different spot next week, then you will know that either we have grandma's
into the or we broke. I was gonna say into the original Trotwood house, and we're gonna be broadcasting from the basement.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're on vacation.
Yeah. We'll sneak in. It'll be all right. This will be a shorter episode, although that open just started for about 10 minutes. So
the goal for this one was 30.
I say short.
So let's aim for 60. Yeah, go ahead.
We're in Michigan. There's a lot going on, and I flew in yesterday. We went to the Cubs game, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're also going to talk.
Shout out. I know we're going to get to it, but shout out. Thanks so much for the tickets, Eddie.
Yes, our executive producer and the owner of Legends Attic in Claremont, California, for all of your card and memorabilia and art needs. Eddie, the head of the Jackson Dart and Anne Hathaway Social and Pleasure Club. Big shout out to you. Thank you, Eddie Alizada, for the tickets. I'm sure he's very proud of this setup. and being a proud sponsor.
Sorry, Eddie. You're going to get a text from this being like, do not ever say my name on that show again.
No,
I will not have my name attached to that.
It'll be fine. He's happy about family. Family's a good thing. We're also going to talk about me beating Andy at the range.
Well, yeah, let's talk about that.
Friendly competition.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah. So, yeah, where do you want to start?
Let's go to the Cubs game last night.
All right, Cubs game. Go for it.
We went to the Cubs game last night. 7:10 start Central Time. Cubs, Tigers. Unfortunately, our friend Joey, lifelong Tigers fan from Kalamazoo, Michigan, Kalamazoo area, could not join us. Otherwise, it would have been quite fun. We should have done like a live looking thing, but that's okay. The Tigers needed series had gone. Tigers won the first one in extras. Second game, Cubs gave them the old beat 'em down. And then series on the line last night. The Tigers needed this one a little bit more than the Cubs did, just because of where the Tigers are sitting and them having to know, are we going to move Skubal or not? And so the Tigers, I thought, had a little bit more punch and pizzazz last night than the Cubs did. The Cubs offense especially looked a little flat. Not a lot of energy in the ballpark, I would say.
No. Dull buzz.
It was just kind of it was a baseball game.
I credit the Tigers pitchers for how bad the Cubs looked. I mean, I don't remember them.
Montero looked fairly well, and you said it at the time. We got to do a little bit of a deeper dive on this. Does having let's say a 4-pitch mix, but beyond the 4-pitch mix, varying your speeds, different pitches at different speeds, does that help a pitcher? Because that's what Montero was doing last night. His knuckle curve was registering about 76, 78 miles an hour.
Yeah.
He had a sinker at like 87, was it? Or not
no,
a sinker.
No,
it was a little
change-up.
slider or something at like 87.
Slider.
And then he had like a little cut fastball at like 92, 93, 94 kind of thing.
Well, no, he has a 4-pitch mix. So Kiter Montero, starting pitcher for the Tigers, he has a fastball and a sinker, both registering about 93 miles.
92 to 94, yeah.
He had a slider in the mid-80s and then a knuckle curve in the upper 70s. And I just think that that combination, for some reason,
you don't know what's coming at you at that point in time.
Flummoxed the Cubs.
Yes.
And I asked Andy in the middle of the game, like, is there a like Goldilocks zone maybe of just like, what is the speed differential you need between your pitches in order to be most effective?
Yeah.
And Kiter had, I think it would be one thing if he had just the 3 pitches and each of them was about 6 to 7 miles an hour difference.
Yep, within about 8. Yeah. And you see some of those guys. You see the guys who are throwing 100 now, their changeup is registering at 94. Well, is that enough?
Yeah.
You need a little bit of a bigger gap.
Yeah.
I think Greg Maddux talked about this a lot. It's like, yes, it's about location, but it's also about changing speeds on your pitches.
Well, and that's where it's like for Kiter, there's 6 or 7 miles per hour between his main 3 pitches maybe, but then he has the sinker, which offers a different type of movement at the same speed as his fastball, which I think adds an element of like, I'm sure, and everybody wants the Yu Darvish 13 pitches, but like nobody can throw 13 pitches super effectively. Kiter clearly last night, at least, we would have to talk to Joey.
He has good numbers for the year.
Yes. Yeah. I think that finding 4 pitches that he can pitch and he can throw effectively pretty much all the time is really effective, and we saw that last night. And that's what I felt. Watching the Cubs, I just thought their hitters were off balance the entire time.
Off balance the entire time.
Like just couldn't make. I mean, Kiter took a second to get into the game. Seiya tagged him in the first inning, and Michael Busch got a single right after that. But after that first inning, he settled into the game and he was rolling.
Yeah. So I think you're talking about like a couple different axes here. Is like, yes, you have the differentiation or the variation in pitch speed, but then you also have action as well. It's like when you talk about pitching, you're along a lot of different axes, and some of the guys who can kind of have different points on those different axes at will, they are the ones that can really do some damage and can kind of control the game like he did last night, because he's changing his pitch speed, he's changing the action on those balls as well. That's why I think they were as successful as they were last night.
Do you know anything about like arm angles and where they do these stat trackers on
Something
the broadcast?
like a Trey Savage just coming straight over the top. Kenley Jansen kind of comes a little bit. We saw him last night. Comes a little more straight over the top. Most of these guys are having a 3/4 arm angle, and then you'll get like the Tyler Rogers submariner kind of thing. But those different arm angles, obviously it's a different look, but I think you're going to get a different action on the pitch as well, I would imagine.
But guys don't have like their arm slot is pretty consistent across their pitches.
Their pitches, yeah. You won't change your arm slot too much. I think it's a special character that's changing arm slot.
That would
from
do some
between pitches.
serious
damage. Yeah, you want to replicate the motion every single time, not change the motion.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about they do those spray charts of pitches, right? And they show like where the pitch is coming in. I'm just thinking from a batter's perspective of like what's the ideal point. Obviously, you want to pick it up as soon as possible, picking it up out of the hand. But I just can't imagine. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm thinking about.
I think yes, it is release angle, arm angle, but also they're more and more the conversation is centered on like extension. Like, can you release the ball farther along in your kind of arm path? Like they talk about Mizorowski getting so much extension that ball is a lot faster, even though Mizorowski's throwing 105 anyway, but it's even coming at you a little bit faster just because there's more extension on it. And he's releasing the ball further towards the plate. Yeah, so it's getting on you a little bit quicker. And I would say that we had great tickets last night. Again, thanks Eddie. You can see that when you're a little bit more close up to the game, is some guys are throwing 92 miles an hour, and that you've heard this about Shota. I saw it from Kenley Jansen last night. Kenley's getting a little bit older. He's not rushing it up there too much. He was topping off at 92, but I'm still looking at Kenley Jansen's cutter. 92 looks faster than some 94 mile an hour pitches from Colin Ray.
Yeah.
And I think that has to do again with kind of release point, with action on the pitch and everything. Shota has that rising fastball. It's like this looks different than a normal, this 95 mile an hour bowling ball from somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, and back to the game for a second, not to hit rail on Colin Ray or anything like that, but it wasn't.
He did fine.
I thought it was a bit of a tale of two pitching staffs. Like, I guess for the whole game.
Well,
yes, he managed the game fine, but he was getting hit pretty hard.
He made a couple of mistakes, but managed is the right word there. I think he did okay. We're sitting kind of right at the end of the aisle there, and one of the aisle attendants is like in the third inning, she's like, "Oh, he just doesn't have it tonight." And I'm going, first off, lady, do you know who Colin Ray is? Hold on.
What do you think he has?
First of all, yeah, exactly. But the score at that point in time was 1-1. He had given up 1 run. And I'm going, yeah, he's looking great by the third inning if he's only given up 1 run. He just doesn't have it tonight. What? And I think he had 5 strikeouts. That's not typical. Or he had a couple. He had a handful. And I'm just going like, no, lady, this is Colin Ray. This is him optimized. Like, this is who he is. Do not say he doesn't have it. This is exactly what he has.
Maybe she knows. She's there way more often than we are.
She is there.
Maybe she knows
him. Maybe she does.
She was not there every single game.
She was reading body language is what she is. She was like, oh, man, he's struggling tonight. Internally, he's wrestling with himself.
The mistake, I don't know if we've talked about this before, but just the difference between good teams, great teams, bad teams. And I think I've said it before, maybe not in this podcast, but before, just maybe our conversation separately. It's just like bad teams don't capitalize on mistakes.
Yeah.
Good teams capitalize on mistakes.
Yep.
Great teams capitalize even when the other team doesn't make a mistake.
Yep.
And, the Tigers, as you said before, the Tigers need to win right now. They need to win before the August 3rd trade deadline to see where they're at. They're still a good team. I still believe they're a good team, and we saw them capitalize on a couple Colin Ray mistakes last night.
Yeah. And to the point, like another guys behind us. When I go to a baseball game, all I do is listen to the idiots around me. And the guys behind me are like, the Tigers are terrible. No.
They're not terrible.
They're not terrible. The Tigers were supposed to run away with the AL Central. The Tigers were supposed to compete for the AL crown. Like, no, they're not a bad team.
I did want the kid right behind me. I did want to just turn and say, "Shut up!
Yeah,
you don't know anything.
Stop talking." We were at the game on Sunday, my wife and I, and the guys behind me are like, "Yeah, we got season tickets," but literally they knew nothing about the Cubs in particular and baseball in general. And I'm just like, "What?" Phil Maton's warming up, and the guy's like, reading is like, "Phil Madden? Who is that? I've never seen this guy before in my life." Okay, stop talking. Stop talking. Another gem out of that one, not baseball related. He's like, "Yeah, I just went to Prague." It's like, and our ears perk up. So he goes, "We live there." And he's like, "Yeah, conversion's really weird. It's like, I went out to dinner and it was like 8,000 something, whatever their currency is, ended up being like $50. Nope. Nope. That's not close. But go ahead, man. You live in your reality, whatever you want. So yeah, people who go to a baseball game, number one, if I'm sitting by you, I am judging you hardcore.
Yeah.
So bad. Just I wish people just knew more.
We're judging you. We're judging you either whether we know you or not.
Yeah,
just so you know.
100%. Yeah.
We did see John Cusack. Well, at least I
did.
did.
You did. He walked right by, and I was completely oblivious.
He did walk.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's a very smart baseball fan. He goes to basically every game.
Yeah, he's at the Cubs games all the time.
No, tell me about the experience about being at the Twins Cubs. Was it just being at Wrigley about the game?
Yeah. So get 2 Cubs games in the span of 4 days. It was a little bit more electric on Sunday against the Twins just because the bats were alive.
Right.
They scored 11 runs. Can't even remember. Something around there. I think he scored 11, yeah. No. That was against the Tigers. Whatever they scored. 9, 10, whatever it was. So a little bit more electric, a little more buzz in the ballpark. Cubs just looked a little bit more energetic. Last night they just kind of looked flat. It was just kind of like, meh.
Yeah.
We're just playing a game, whatever. But yeah. That's the tale of the Cubs, right? It is either here or it's either here, and there's just no happy medium. You're getting the highs, you're getting the lows. The end.
My mama said during the game, "How can you score 11 runs in one game and then 0 in the next?" And then I said, "Well, they scored 1 already, Mom." But
Mom doesn't pay attention real well. Mom was on her phone most of the game. The way that I explain my mom experiencing things with us, I was talking about my mom with some friends recently. I was like, "Yeah, my mom's always like when we come home, it's like, let's watch a movie," and we kind of just roll our eyes a little bit, like, okay, we can put a movie on while you're on your phone the entire time, and she's completely checked out because my mom's just on her phone. And I was like, we'd be like watching The Lion King, and halfway through she'd be like, "Wait, I don't get it. I don't get what's going on. Like, where did his dad go?" That's our mom.
I think that happened at dinner last night.
Yeah,
I think that was something. Yeah,
She
that's
gets
very
lost
apropos.
because she gets sucked into her phone. She's worse than a teenager. She gets sucked into her phone, and then like all the rest of the world fades away. She tries to enter back in, but she's very lost and confused as to where the conversation is headed, or the movie, the plot, the game.
We're being very mean in this episode. We're taking it out on Mother. We're taking it out on the guys behind us. At the
that
game.
guy was an idiot.
Let's get back to the actual game and being at Wrigley. Which that is part. I guess you're looking into our psyches because we immediately go to the negative. We are talking about being at the game, but we're talking about all the annoying
bad things that have happened. Yeah. Can I complain about concession prices as well? That was the other thing. Yeah. Sunday didn't get anything yet last night, but Sunday got 2 hot dogs and 2 waters, $41. How?
That seems about right.
Yeah,
but I'm used to Dodger Stadium prices.
What would it be at Dodger? I was going to ask. What would it be at Dodger? Just 2 hot dogs, and the bun was crusty. The bun was stale. What am I paying for?
The Dodger hot dogs change. I haven't actually had a Dodger dog in years because they changed vendors.
Okay.
Which we need to look into that too. We need to talk about the hot dog guy.
We found hot dog guy. My wife was thoroughly disappointed because he started right in front of us before the game even started, and then he wandered away to never to be seen again. And so she didn't get her hot dog from Hot Dog Guy. Yeah. But she had the divorce papers ready. She had the new marriage certificate all set. Yeah.
I think she got frozen because she saw him so early that she just didn't pull the trigger.
She was not ready.
Yeah, she didn't pull the trigger. Yeah. Hot Dog Guy walked right by us.
Yeah.
I think he even said, hot dog, right in front of us.
My wife looked it up this morning. He's internet famous. Like, he's got a call. Like, he's on the internet.
Did she join the fan club?
I think,
Are there girls lining up? No, we need to look. We need to get in with Hot Dog Guy so we can understand the vendors behind.
Right. We want to know the vendor game as well because, the vendors who's doing like the air marks or whoever's providing the food and everything like that. But we also talked about how we want to know, are there turf wars between?
I think we experienced one.
We experienced one live and in the flesh last night. Is older vendor, scraggly haired, been there since the 70s.
Longer.
And a new up and coming young buck who the old guy was not having whatever this new guy was doing.
They like brushed shoulders. Like they exchanged words. It didn't look friendly.
It did not. And I think the younger guy was trying to laugh it off a little bit, and the old guy was not having it.
Yeah.
The non-confrontational millennial was like, "Oh, it's okay," and the old guy was like, "Get back here! I'm going to show you a thing or two."
Stay out of my section. That's.
I think they have their own lingo too, because I think what the old guy said is like, "You're hopping over me."
It would not surprise.
We need to know what hopping over is to a vendor.
I'm sure there is an insider lingo. I'm sure there is.
Gotta be,
just like every job, there's certain terminology.
You have your vernacular. Yeah, you got your words. Yeah.
So overall, the experience at Wrigley, I love going to Wrigley Field. I like the closeness of it.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, I've been fortunate to sit in really good seats the last 2 times we've been there, and just sitting. Again, the crowd wasn't that great last night, but I think just that is a summer night to me. It's just sitting at Wrigley and having a beer, and we had a lot of people.
I mean, as much as I said the energy was a little bit low, especially compared to Sunday, there were more people last night at a Wednesday night game than there were at our Sunday day game.
Stadium was full.
Yep.
From the beginning.
It was packed.
From the beginning, it was full. We had a really nice dinner before. But overall, I just, love going to Wrigley. It was a loss, but the Cubs are going to lose 70 games this year. It's okay. It's okay. That it's not, it's fine that I was at one.
Would you say, of all the games you've been, and we've been to a lot of Cubs games, do you have a winning record when you go or a losing record?
I have a losing record. Probably.
Really?
But it's funny. I think I have a winning record going to their games at Dodger Stadium.
Yeah. Well, we went to, I think, 3 at Dodger Stadium when I came out and visited one time, and I think they won all 3.
Yeah, they've been okay in the West when I've gone. But at Wrigley. Now, a lot of the games that I went to were when I was younger, to the point of like I can't remember any of them. So I couldn't tell you that, but recently I don't think that they've won very many games.
Yeah, and this might be how I remember the Trotwood House in our neighborhood. It's like everything's great. I only remember the wins. It's fantastic. So I think I have a winning record though, and I've been to a lot of Cubs games, but I just remember, I generally win. Well, like the losses are harder to remember because I don't think there are that many of them. So.
I was at a walk-off. I was at a walk-off game. That was for my birthday in college, and Alfonso Soriano threw me a ball.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Threw me a ball after.
Who hit the walk-off?
Alfonso Soriano.
Okay.
I think he hit a single past the second baseman.
Okay.
To win the game. That was a fun game. Any more thoughts from the games? Either one that you went to, or general baseball thoughts in the past week?
I get to go to Twins games now. Twins games, my wife is from Minnesota, so we go to a Twins game typically in the summer and a Cubs game in the summer when we're home. And so you get to kind of see how each kind of stadium runs their program, or like what's the in-between inning entertainment stuff.
Right.
I think, and they're doing a great job at Wrigley. Some of the stuff at the Twins is kind of funny. The one thing I'll point to is the Cubs have, on the video board, they have like this boat race.
Yeah. The
And I think
ferry.
it's like
the ferry race.
The ferries or
Yep.
whatever. They have a red, a yellow, and a white, and you kind of just like pick one, and then it's all digitalized and everything like that. Not my thing. I want real live humans in massive, ridiculous costumes running on a field. That's what I want.
Yeah,
I want a sausage race. I want a president race. So at Target Field, where the Twins play, they have kind of Minnesota icons. So they have like a loon. They have a Wanda's a fish, I think. I don't know. Babe the Blue Ox. They have the Target dog Spot. And they're all running. That's what I want. I want a real live interactive. I want humans, their little legs coming out of giant foam costumes on the field. That's what I want for my
I agree.
in-between inning entertainment.
It is interesting. I don't think the Cubs have one. Do they have any on field between innings?
No.
In-person entertainment?
I don't think so.
I wonder why that is.
Yeah. Not that they have a lot. I think that's the only one that the Twins have is the race. But they'll be in the stands a lot of trivia ones. I also think that I think the Cubs organist does a really good job playing. There's some clever songs that he'll play sometimes.
Yeah.
I can't remember what game we were at, whether it was this summer or last summer, I can't remember, but we've talked about it since, is they should have a little bit more fun with the mound visits. So I think we were at Target Field, and they do the lights and everything like that. Is the opposing team's mound visits, is the crowd goes nuts. They're flashing the lights. That has to be disorienting to the opposing pitcher. And you're trying to get instruction from your coach, and you can't hear a word this guy's saying because they are just blasting a song through the loudspeaker. The crowd's going nuts, and lights are just flashing like nuts. But we also said it would be really clever if they played kind of a funnier song during that mound visit. Something like Take Me Out by Franz Ferdinand. Be like, take me out.
So you're saying...
I think this is more for our minor league team a little bit. It's things we got to start thinking about in the future. Of how can we be kind of funny with these different elements of the game in between innings and also mound visits.
You're asking for gamesmanship.
I want game inside of a game. Absolutely.
On the level of the PA announcer and stadium
and the organist,
operations.
Absolutely, yes.
I wouldn't. Take Me Out is on the nose. I'm thinking of just what song is going to get the pitcher's attention. I don't even know what that would be. Things to think about. All right, Grant and Dimitri, if you have any ideas, again, Grant, you don't even watch sports, so this isn't for you. But if you have any ideas on how to get a pitcher's attention during a mound visit for the opposing, and if you motivational, maybe for
our own
guys, we should play some Josh Groban. You lift me up. You raise me up.
I was thinking more if we could do that. Eye of the Tiger always gets the blood pumping a little bit more. Yeah. Something to lighten the mood a little bit, make them laugh.
All right.
Yeah. So
write
put
down,
that in the hopper.
Write down your ideas. Send them in. We'll
by mail.
By mail. We'll give you my mom's address because I don't really care about giving her address out.
Send him the original Trotwood house. We should start flooding that guy's inbox right there. 6817 Trotwood for those interested. Yeah.
They get one piece of mail every month, and it's from you or me.
Let us do the podcast in your basement, please. All right, to the driving range.
Yeah, go ahead.
Adam and I just went down the street. Very convenient. We have a driving range up here. It's an indoor dome. We bypassed that one today. Weather's nice. We got outside. Another one outside over here. We went through a bucket of balls that was the biggest bucket I've ever seen for a driving range. This thing was a 55-gallon oil drum. So we get one of those and go through that. And then we're like, well, we didn't do any sort of competition stuff. So we get more of a smaller sized, normal sized bucket. And we start going 3 swings apiece. We started with the long drive. Adam, who won the long drive competition?
Andy won the long drive.
There we go. That will always be the case.
Probably.
Yeah. Then we went to the 200.
Right. Closest to the 200 marker.
Yeah. Pulled out a 5 wood for that one. Both of us.
And I won that one, didn't I?
I can't remember. I think we were both pretty close.
I'm pretty sure
I'll give you that one. That one's fine. We didn't go to we did go to 150 after that.
150, I believe you won. This
no,
is really
I
good
won.
podcasting.
No, I think you won that one. I think
recounting.
I think you won that one. And then I put it on the group. We have a 100-yarder.
Oh yeah,
that was a green, and I think I put 2 on.
You put
on that one.
You put 2 on that.
Yeah.
And then we went for
the last
for
one.
a stick over to the right, and I nailed that. That was a walk-off win.
You might have won, yeah.
That was a walk-off win.
Because if you won the 200 and the 150, you might have won. There you go.
Way to go, me.
You needed to win.
I only play golf. Andy plays golf way more than I do.
Now I do, yes. Just got brand new clubs as well, so that's what
I was using his clubs. I beat him with his own clubs, which is embarrassing.
Well, hold on. I'm also I'm using my clubs for the first time. Brand new clubs. These things are like I went and got fitted over Christmas break. I was home for Christmas, so go up to Grand Rapids and get fitted for the clubs there. And the guy asked me, he's like, hey, do we have like a price range? What are we looking at before we even start? Because I got to know what to recommend before I know. So I'm like, dude, the bank's open. Well, actually, the joke I gave was, I said, I think my wife would be upset if I spent more than $10,000 on this. And he goes, you're in luck. And so is she, because we don't sell anything near that expensive. So I was like, yeah, other than that, there's no. So, I mean, I bought like a used car worth of clubs, brand new clubs, and they're like a Ferrari. Like, I got a Titleist driver, Srixon Woods, got a set of TaylorMade irons, and I got to learn how to use these things. So, yeah, this is really like my first time out using them. Just got them a couple days ago, and so I'm still trying to figure these things out as well. It's a work in progress. I would say the woods are my favorite so far. Very pure. The Srixon woods are very, very pure. My Titleist driver is giving me fits right now.
Yeah, he was spraying
it everywhere right now.
Dave Wanson was out there going, these balls are going all over the field. All over
the field. Yeah, that's where my driver's at right now. But tonight, in about an hour, actually, I'm going to be a sub in my dad's golf league. And we're going to see how that goes.
Are you,
very, very poorly, I'm sure.
Are you Dave's teammate or Dad's?
I'm Dad's.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
Let me know how he takes it if you start playing poorly.
Well. We went out on Monday, and Dad was a little. I'm just throwing both of our parents under the bus here. But we went out on Monday for just a friendly. Like, it's just like, hey, Dad, haven't seen you in 6 months. Let's just go out and hang out. And Dad was on edge the entire time. I've never seen. My dad's a very even-keeled dude. He's always just like, all right, whatever. But he's out there yelling. He wasn't yelling at me, but he's yelling at himself. I think he slammed his club. I was like, what got into you? He's a little on edge. Yeah. So I'm wondering tonight, because he takes this very seriously. He takes the league very seriously. And so, yeah, I wonder if I'm spraying him all over the place out there, he's going to be like, get out. Just go to the car.
Disappointment.
Right, bye, Dad.
Disappointment. Yeah. Andy's supposed to play again, but if he doesn't play next week, I think I might have to sub in.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to disappoint Dad even worse. So.
Really, we're digging up a lot of family stuff here. We're massive disappointments to our parents. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
as we do a podcast with handheld mics in the backyard.
Mom asked us to paint the fence. No.
It looks great. Looks great.
Well, yeah, so we're gonna be doing this one more time next week. We'll have more golf to report.
Yes, because we'll go out at some point in time.
We will have Tyler. We'll have Tyler's wedding. T-Baller 15, who's going to be our future NBA correspondent on this show. His wedding is Saturday. We're gonna have a lot of fun there, and we'll maybe have him on the podcast. I don't even know. Actually, I guess he's going on a honeymoon. I guess the next 2 days are the only time I'm going to see T this trip. Now that I think
he's
about it.
He's going on the honeymoon right away?
You would think.
It doesn't always happen.
I'll ask him tonight. Hey, you've wasted a half an hour. You've only wasted a half an hour.
You've only wasted a half an hour. Usually it's 3 hours you've wasted of your life.
You've squandered only 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Listening to the Basement Podcast.
This is a drive to work, not a whole weeks-long slog of listening to us back and forward on your commute.
We're sorry that whenever you listen to this, whatever you do after, you're going to be more annoyed because of all the negativity that came out.
No, I think it was great. I think no. We're good.
Our executive producers are Eddie, the head of the Jackson Dart and Anne Hathaway Social and Pleasure Club. Our other executive producer is Christian, Too Short Shorts, father of Frankie. Congratulations again.
Congrats.
Alazade.
Hats off.
Our researchers who took the week off this week, Dustin Shelves and a lot more. We gave our entire staff the week off.
Yeah.
Except for
it's
Lois
the summer.
Barr.
Lois had to set up the set here.
We traveled Lois to Portage. She is in a hotel on the other side of town because there's really only 2 hotels. So Lois Barr's here in town with us. Thank you, Lois. Thank you, Bart Simpson and Click and Clack for the inspiration. Thank you, Teddy Roosevelt. We will be back next week, maybe, unless Eddie calls me and says,
"Don't ever do this
"Stop."
again. Don't ever do this again."
Thanks for listening.